Alright. We're gonna do this. I know. I know, no, I know. I know. Alright, let's get into it then. Anyway, um, I don't really care if no one's on chat. Really don't care about that much. The only thing I care about, I'm right here. I'm here right now. So, man, it's been a hell of a week. I'll say that it's been a hell of a goddamn week. I'm gonna tell you that. Feeling great. I'll tell you that, there, people. Feeling goddamn great. Working on some new projects off the scene. That's why I'm not mostly uploading. I'm again sorry, people. I'm sorry not uploading. My brain is in the fucking main zones because I go into I gotta work on this. I be doing that. I be doing left and right, right and right, right and right. Everything gets confusing. But anyway, you know, I'm back. Am I fully back? I don't know. I might step back, but new songs coming out. That's only mostly why. Because but no worries. I know we're on Thursday already. I know I'm late on a Halloween video. You're probably not gonna get one. I guess not this year. I guess, but no worries. If it comes out, it comes out. It will come out. You might get it for Thanksgiving. I feel that'd be fun. It's still it's in the fall field still, so it's okay. But anyway, let's talk about some stuff, right? Let's talk about some stuff, right? What's been happening? What the man upstairs been doing for whatever means reasons. Well, you saw it on the channel, the new album, the next chapter. What's the next chapter? What's happening? What's happening in the album this time? Well, I feel like since the last few, not good too great. I'm gonna be honest with that. Some were not great, some were not in my playing field. Some were pretty, eh. What I mean. It's like it's whatever. It's whatever. Um, I've been doing my own thing for a while. It's been awesome. Working with some awesome people. It's been awesome. Again, shout out to them. Um, because I wouldn't be to get up all the time, talk about what's been happening. So anyway, let's get to the right. So yeah, that album, there are gonna be a couple like I did before. I didn't did it a while, but this album, next chapter, what I'm saying, this was gonna be like, coming back with it. I'm gonna go back to my own playing field. It's like a game of cards. Um, I don't know, but I do know is the next chapter is gonna be most regular songs. Back to my you know this whole concept album with this album, right? This whole concept album. Yeah, this is gonna be a concept album, so you gotta be like going left and right with this with the songs. So going back to the more different different modes, different flavors of what I'm be doing with these songs most of the time. As if I ever record one, because I've been slow recording these songs mostly. Again, my bad on me. Because as soon as I hear the beat, and that's where the which one should I use scenario with album Shady, right? I got two more projects with that one, and after that, that's gonna be it for album Shady. That era is gonna be just done with. The finally get out of that one because I'm just like wherever that's there all the time. And I do have more. I guess not just updates. I guess I've been following what's happening around the world. A lot of crazy stuff. A lot of a lot of negative people out there. It's just like You know, I don't really understand about that most of the time, but that's what it is. But in the next chapter album, I'm going back to my roots. Um, that's where I'm gonna be going back to the how I feel about bringing back that I guess that classic era a little bit, but adding to the new flavor to maturity most of the time. I'm gonna be diving into my mostly my my horror film killing vibes type of songs. Which one you be getting. I'm going left or right with the madness mostly, but it's gonna be a interesting album. But no worries, besides those, songs and whatever, but no worries. I do have bigger projects hopefully to get out. If not, that's my fault. But no worries, you will get regular stuff soon as possible. I know I'm the slowest goddamn man with that mostly. I'm deeply sorry about that. If I could, I've been, pushing this shit out. I can, but what you gonna do? But anyway, that's it for my whatever rants of the day. Um, yeah, hope everybody has a wonderful day. Stay safe and all that. See you next time.